Producer calls the song trite, relegates it to B-side, dead on arrival. But New York disco clubs had other plans. Months of radio silence, then everything changed. The track entered the Hot 100 and shot to #1 in just 7 weeks. One decision, one rejection, one song that nearly never happened. This is the story they don't tell you about disco's first #1. Number 12, Encore by Cheryl Lynn, 1983. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis had one shot to prove themselves as producers, and they handed Cheryl Lynn a track that would become their first #1 R&B hit. The synthesizers sparkle and cascade while the bass locks into a pocket so infectious it demanded multiple plays. Notice how the horns punctuate without overpowering, letting Lynn's confident vocal lead the charge. This wasn't luck. This was Minneapolis funk, precision meeting soul music swagger. The song peaked at #1 on the R&B charts in early 1984 and launched a production dynasty. In the studio, Lynn's playful delivery transformed what could have been just another dance track into something with genuine personality. This was late-night radio magic that made you turn up the volume and rewind the tape. While this laid groundwork for funk's next evolution, the next track takes us back to when disco was just finding its rhythm. Number 11, Happy by Surface, 1987. Bernard Jackson's fragile tenor floats over a synthesizer bass line, so funky it became the song's signature. An economical groove that never wastes a note. The 808 drum machine kicks and claps while atmospheric synth pads create that signature mid-80s electro soul sound. Catch how the synth flute opens everything before the bass drops in and changes the entire energy. Released in 1987, it climbed to #2 R&B and #20 pop, proving that sparse arrangements could hit just as hard as full bands. The trio from New Jersey actually wrote and produced this track for British funk band High Tension in '84 before re-recording it themselves 2 years later with that stripped down approach. Find someone like you. This was car stereo fuel that rumbled through speakers and lodged in memory. That youthful sincerity in Jackson's voice sold every word. Make me happy, happy. From this smooth late 80s groove, we jump back to when disco was still learning to shine.
You know what breaks my heart a little? Only 1% of the people who watch R&B vinyl are actually subscribed. 99 out of 100 of you keep coming back, vibing with the grooves, feeling the stories, reliving the voices that built soul itself, but you still haven't hit that button. Think about it. You've spent time here, maybe even rediscovered a song that hit you right in the chest, and yet you're walking away before the next track drops. Subscribing costs nothing, not a cent, but it means you'll never miss the moments that remind you who you were when that record first played. R&B vinyl isn't just music, it's memory, it's heritage. It's the pulse that still beats under everything we love. Don't just listen from the sidelines. Be part of the 1%, who keep the soul alive. Hit subscribe, stay, groove, and keep the record spinning with us.
Number 10, Love Come Down by Evelyn Champagne, King, 1982.
Dangerous inside, 'cause I can't.
Kashif's celestial keyboard layering created something that defined post-disco R&B, romantic urgency wrapped in funk precision.
Come down.
The steady beat drives forward while those keyboards shimmer and soar, creating space for King's confident vocal to command attention.
Baby, you make my love.
Written and produced by Kashif, this 1982 release shot to number 1 on both the R&B and dance charts.
Come down inside of the you're around.
When the horns hit during the chorus, they punch with perfect timing, never overshadowing that infectious keyboard hook. King's sassy delivery turned simple lyrics into a declaration, each phrase landing with personality and power. This was dance floor magic that also worked perfectly during late night drives. The song spent weeks dominating clubs and radio simultaneously, proving sophistication and accessibility could coexist. While King brought early 80s polish, the next artist delivered raw Memphis grit. Number 9, I'm Gonna Tear Your Playhouse Down by Ann Peebles, 1973.
One of these days while you're at play.
Willie Mitchell's production at Royal Studios created a track dripping with controlled fury. Peebles' vocal simmers with barely contained power. The high rhythm section locks into a groove that feels both threatening and irresistible. Horn stabbing between verses like punctuation marks of defiance. Released in early 73, it peaked at number 31 R&B and became a statement of independence wrapped in Southern soul. Notice how Peebles' voice moves from smooth warning to explosive declaration, each line building tension that never fully releases. This wasn't just a song about a cheating lover, it was gospel fire channeled into secular rage. The track influenced everyone from Paul Young to the Wu-Tang Clan, who sampled it decades later.
You think you got the perfect plan.
Studio veterans knew they'd captured lightning when Peebles finished that vocal take. From Memphis intensity to Motor City precision, watch this shift.
Using hearts for play toys.
Number 8, If This Is Love by the Precisions, 1967.
Your attitude has changed so much. It makes me feel.
Those opening horn and string fanfares announce drama. Then the group hits you with a unified shout that kicks off one of Detroit's most powerful vocal performances. Mike Terry's arrangement maximizes emotional impact. The Celeste piano riff runs underneath, while the Precisions deliver harmonies that could have made them giants. Released in 1967, it climbed to number 26 R&B and became a Northern Soul classic. The way the build repeats at the 90-second mark pumps everything up even higher, refusing to let energy drop. This was basement party music that made everyone stop talking and pay attention. Producers knew they'd created something special, but the crowded 67 landscape kept it from reaching its full commercial potential. The vocal interplay showcased Detroit soul sophistication at its absolute peak. While the precision showed Motor City mastery, another Detroit act delivered something even bigger. Number 7, Baby I Need Your Loving Before Tops, 1964. Holland Dozier Holland wrote their first Motown single for the Four Tops and created an instant million seller. Levi Stubbs' aching baritone made grown adults weep. The production layers strings and Funk Brothers rhythm into something that feels both intimate and sweeping. Released in July 1964, it hit number 11 pop and number 4 in Canada, establishing the Tops as major players. Notice how Stubbs' voice cracks with genuine emotion on certain phrases, selling desperation without ever sounding weak. The Funk Brothers created a groove that moved without rushing, giving every element space to breathe and connect. This was the song that proved the Four Tops weren't just a jazz vocal act. They were soul music royalty. Cashbox called it an intriguing rock-a-cha-cha beat pleater carved out with solid sales authority. From Motown's breakthrough to disco's first number 1, the contrast is stark. Still with us? Hit subscribe so you don't miss where we're going. I long to hold you tight. Number 6, Native New Yorker by Odyssey, 1977. You're the heart and soul of New York City. Michael Brecker's tenor saxophone solo cuts through this track like Manhattan traffic, urgent, sophisticated, and impossible to ignore. Sandy Linzer and Denny Randell wrote it for Frankie Valli, but Odyssey's version captures something raw about New York disillusionment. Released in late 77, it peaked at number 3 on the disco chart, number 6 R&B, and number 21 pop. Richard T's signature piano work drives everything forward while the production creates that late 70s sophistication disco demanded. The lyrics paint a picture of urban survival wrapped in a melody that makes you want to dance through the pain. This was Studio 54 energy that also worked perfectly on late night radio. The track reached number 5 in the UK, proving New York nostalgia translated globally. While Odyssey captured city swagger, the next group gave us one of disco's defining moments. Number 5, Rock the Boat by the Hughes Corporation, 1974. The rush of the wind, and your arms have held me safe from a... Producer John Flores initially relegated this to B-side status, calling the lyrics trite, until New York disco clubs turned it into an unstoppable phenomenon. Wilton Felder's bass work anchors a groove so smooth it practically floats, while Fleming Williams' lead vocal sells devotion without ever sounding desperate. Released in February '74, it became arguably the first disco song to hit number 1, selling over 2 million copies. Notice how the tempo shifts subtly during the pre-chorus, adding unexpected texture to what seems like straightforward dance music.
It's too hard for you and me.
After months of radio silence, New York DJs made this their anthem, forcing top 40 stations to finally pay attention. The song entered the Hot 100 and shot to number 1 in just 7 weeks on the chart. This was the track that proved disco wasn't a fad. It was a movement with commercial power. From floating disco grooves to pure funk urgency, the energy shifts again. Number 4, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough by Michael Jackson, 1979. Jackson hummed this melody obsessively through his family's Encino home until brother Randy captured it on piano. It became Jackson's first solo recording with full creative control. Quincy Jones production layers horns, arranged by Jerry Hay with a rhythm section that never stops moving forward. Released in July '79, it topped the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 6 weeks at number 1 on the Soul Singles chart. When Jackson's spoken intro bursts into that falsetto, you feel the creative freedom he'd been chasing for years. The sea wind horns dance around Jackson's vocal without ever competing, creating conversation rather than conflict. This earned Jackson his first Grammy and proved he could command a studio without his brothers. Within 3 months of release, it went platinum and signaled the arrival of the king of pop. While Jackson's breakthrough showed polished ambition, the next track radiates pure joy. Number 3, Shake Your Groove Thing by Peaches and Herb, 1978. Freddie Perrin and Dino Fakaris created this during a spontaneous jam session. Bassist Scott Edwards started a funny little thing, and the entire track built from that moment. The same studio musicians who'd worked on I Will Survive locked into a groove that's essentially just 2 chords stretched into disco perfection. Released in late '78, it peaked at number 5 pop, number 4 R&B, and spent 4 weeks at number 2 on the disco chart. Linda Green, the third Peaches, brought energy that revived Herb Fame's career after 7 years away from the charts. Notice how the bass and rhythm guitar interlock, creating forward momentum that feels effortless despite the complexity. This was 22 weeks on the American charts and a certified gold record. Pure lighthearted fun that became impossible to resist. The song spent decades in commercials, movies, and TV shows, proving its universal appeal.
Twist and turn it, we keep burning.
From infectious groove to sophisticated tribute, watch this transformation. Number 2, Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder, 1977. Wonder wrote this as tribute to Duke Ellington, who died in '74 but turned mourning into celebration. Those horn arrangements practically explode with joy. Mike Cimbella on lead guitar, Raymond Pounds on drums, and horn players who understood big band tradition created something that swings in double time while maintaining that signature Stevie groove. Released in March '77 from Songs in the Key of Life, it topped both the Hot 100 and R&B charts for 3 weeks starting May 21st. The way Wonder name checks Basie, Miller, Satchmo, and Ella, while the horns literally mimic her bebop style, shows genius level arrangement. This became Stevie's 6th pop #1, proving his creative peak showed no signs of ending. The song spent 17 weeks on the chart and became impossible to hear without smiling. Every element serves the tribute without sacrificing danceability or radio appeal. While Wonder celebrated jazz pioneers, the next artist simply celebrated feeling alive. Number 1, Rock With You by Michael Jackson, 1979. Rod Temperton wrote this for Karen Carpenter, who turned it down. Quincy Jones and Jackson transformed it into one of disco's last great #1s. The production glides and shimmers, strings sweep upward while bass refuses to let up, creating floating intimacy that still feels fresh decades later. Released November '79 from Off the Wall, it spent 4 weeks at #1 pop starting January '80 and 5 weeks atop the R&B chart. Jackson's vocal here shows newfound maturity. The feathery falsetto and controlled phrasing that critics compared to Stevie Wonder's dreamy stutter. Notice how the arrangement creates space for every element to breathe. Horns punching in unison, then scattering into individual riffs before snapping back together. This was late night slow dance music that made everyone close their eyes and just feel. The track went platinum and helped establish Jackson as a solo force separate from his brothers.
Girl, when you dance.
While Don't Stop showed creative ambition, Rock With You perfected seduction through pure groove and restraint.